Hey, welcome back. Another day, another AI thing I probably shouldn't be doing. Let's go. So today I want to talk about something that sounds boring but will save you from a very specific kind of pain. The kind where you've been working with your AI agent for weeks, you ask it to output something important, and you literally cannot find where you put the file. I've been deep in Hermes Agent for a while now, and I've figured out two things that completely changed how I work with it. Two tiny tricks. One about file management, one about sharing that management across multiple profiles. Let me walk you through both. Here's the thing about agents like Hermes. They're extremely powerful, but out of the box, they have no discipline. When you tell it to write a document, save a conversation summary, or generate a comparison report, it just throws the file somewhere, writing whatever directory it's running from. And after a week, you have chaos. Files named output.md, finalreport.md, outputv2.md, some in the root, some in random subdirectories. It's like letting a toddler organize your hard drive. The problem is fundamental. These agents don't have an output convention. They have rules for how to behave, but they don't have rules for how to deliver work product. And if you're using AI to actually produce things, scripts, research reports, project plans, this became a real bottleneck. You spend more time hunting for files than actually using them. So how do you fix it? You create a skill, a special document that tells your agent exactly how to structure and name every file it produces. Here's what I did. And by I did, I mean I literally had a conversation with my agent about the problem, and together we arrived at this. But let me describe the structure. The structure is simple. You create a top-level output folder in your working directory. Every time the agent produces something for a new session or project, it creates a new folder with a naming convention, timestamp / descriptive project name. Every file inside that folder also gets a timestamp prefix, followed by a clear description. So you end up with something like this. Now, here's why this matters: avoiding overwrites. AI agents do this thing where if you ask it to update a file, it checks if the file exists. Say it does, and says, oh, I just overwrite it, and your previous work is gone. With timestamps, every file is unique. You never lose history. And because timestamps sort naturally, you can browse your output folder chronically and see your entire work history. Some people would organize this differently. Just put finance stuff in a finance folder, video scripts in a video folder, research in a research folder. I tried that, and it sucks, because you have to remember which category a thing belongs to. Did this research about DeepSeek pricing go under finance or research or tools? And what if it belongs to 3 categories? Flat structure with timestamps is simpler. Everything is a chronological list. You find things by time, or you search by the descriptive name. No decision fatigue about categories. No folders nested 5 levels deep. Once you create this skill, the agent auto-allows it whenever it needs to produce output. It scans its skill list, finds the output convention, and follows it. Every time. Well, almost every time. Let me be honest. A skill isn't a hard rule. It's a document that the LLM reads and interprets. The LLM decides whether it's relevant to the current task, so it's not 100% trigger rate. Sometimes the agent will produce a file and just drop it in the current directory, ignoring the convention entirely. So here's the trick. When you're about to ask it to output something, just add a phrase like, according to our output convention, or following the output rules we established. This forces it to scan the relevant skills again. You don't need to describe the convention. Just reference it. The agent finds the skill, reads it, follows it. This extra sentence is all it takes to turn a disorganized agent into a well-behaved one. Now, I did create a detailed member-only document with the exact skill configuration, the exact prompt I used, the full step-by-step. It's behind a membership wall. If you want to support the channel and get that, I genuinely appreciate it. But honestly, I don't recommend buying it just for this. The whole point is, talk to your agent. Tell it about the problem. Let it help you build the solution. The skill you create through conversation will be better for your specific setup than any copy-paste template I gave you, because it will be organic. It'll be yours. If you do want to support the channel though, thank you. Seriously. This helps me keep making these free videos. But don't buy it for the document. Buy it if you want to support what I'm doing here. So, the first trick solves output chaos for one agent, but what if you use multiple profiles? Because here is the reality. If you use Hermes seriously, you don't have just one profile. I have 6 active profiles right now. A default profile for general use, a video creation profile with different personality and different skills, a research and fact verification profile that's hyper-rational with strict verification workflows, and etc. Each profile has its own skills, its own memory, its own personality. You can't just shove everything into one profile and expect it to work. So the problem is, I set up this beautiful output convention in my default profile, but the other 5 profiles don't know about it. They're producing files wherever they want. The dumb way to fix this is to tell the default agent to go into every other profile, scan their skills, check if the convention exists, and add it if not, every time you make a change. That works, but it wastes tokens. And worse, it's non-deterministic. The agent might do it differently every time. You can't guarantee consistency. So during one of my conversations with my default agent, just chatting about the problem, it came up with this solution, symlinks. Here's the idea. Instead of copying the output convention skill into every profile, you put it in one place, your default profile, and create a symbolic links from every other profile pointing back to it. So when profile B's agent looks for its skills folder, it finds a link that says the output convention is actually at the default profile's skill file, and it uses that same file. The benefits are massive. First, you update once, update everywhere. Change the convention in your default profile, and all profiles automatically use the new version. Second, 0 extra token cost. No rewriting across profiles. Third, complete consistency. Every profile follows exactly the same rules. But the downside is if you update the convention, every profile changes. So if you have one profile that needs a different output style, maybe your finance profile needs a very specific naming scheme, just remove the symlink from that one profile and give it its own convention. But here is what I actually want you to take away from this. The system link thing, I don't actually know if Hermes ships with that built in or if my agent invented it. I asked it said it came up with it itself. And honestly, I don't care if it was telling the truth or not, because the important thing is we figured it out together through conversation. I had a problem, I described it to my agent, we worked through it, and we arrived at a solution that works perfectly for my setup. That's the real skill here. Not knowing specific commands, not memorizing configuration options, but learning how to talk to your agent, how to express your needs clearly, how to problem solve together, how to let the LLM build the solution alongside you. So that's it. 2 stupidly simple tricks that completely changed how I manage my output for my agents. Try it out, talk to your agent about it. You might surprise yourself with what you build together. If you got something out of this, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. If not, watch another one.